Hey everyone, welcome to this month's Hypixel Skyblock Bingo Guide for July 2023. If you are looking for a specific goal, timestamps are in the description below. Now let's get right into it. Now, as always, make sure to join the Discord I linked below in the description. The Discord is called Bingo Brewers, and they are a Discord that provides you with helpful tips and helpful stuff during bingo. One of these things are free splashes. So if you head over to your reaction rolls, and you come to this megaphone right here and you just click it, you can now get pinged for splashes. And you want to go to under this important things and click splashes, and right here it will just indicate the lobby and who's going to be splashing and the location. So for example, heading back over to Minecraft, that one said to go head over to lobby 16. Once that says, you want to make your way as quickly as you can, as these lobbies do get filled up, and you just head over to Bia. Commonly, it's going to be right here where people will be splashing you. Now, the first thing you would want to do once you start off this bingo is you want to make your way towards your Skyblock menu, head over to pets, and make sure to have your bingo pet equipped. Now, passively, when doing anything such as farming or mining, getting skill experience, with a pet equipped, you're also getting pet experience. And this is actually related to the community goal pets. Now, a way you can also get pet experience is if you were to go back towards your Skyblock menu, head over to collections, farming, and under carrot, you actually have this option for simple carrot candy, and then you also have great carrot candy. I would rather have you focus on simple carrot candy, as it's going to be very easy to craft and obtain, and a maximum of 10 candies can be placed upon a pet. Now, a way you could actually improve your community goal standing is if you come towards Bia and you just purchase massive amounts of bee pets, and you just apply simple carrot candies towards your bee pets. Now we are going to be focusing on the next goal, which is going to be called Poseidon, and it's going to be simple, which requires you to summon sea creatures. Now, the really simple way is to just go towards this fish merchant, and you just want to just buy this fishing rod, and just fish, and wait until you get sea creatures. Now, the way to actually improve your sea creature chance is if you were to actually put Angler 5 on your fishing rod, and as you can see right here, it'll just get you a plus 5% sea creature chance. And another way to actually improve this is if you were to go towards your collections, your fishing, and under raw fish, it's going to be raw fish tier 5, and you can equip this angler armor, and as total with the fishing rod with angler 5 and this angler set, you're going to get a 29% sea creature chance. Now we are going to be focusing on another easy goal called I Am Speed. It requires you to reach 200 speed. Now, heading towards the hub, you would actually just want to talk towards this Jamie NPC, and he will give you a rogue sword. And you also have a base of 100 speed, so once you actually just click this, you're going to be getting 200 speed, which is going to be for the goal. On to the next easy goal, which is called Fairy Finder. You would simply want to just get 10 fairy souls. Now, if you're using a client such as Badline or Lunar, they do have fairy souls built in. You would just want to have that enabled. And as you can see, all these beams right here, they locate fairy souls. So for example, there's actually going to be one here, but I clicked it. And you would just want to just find 10. And once you do that, you're going to be completing the goal. Now the next goal I'm going to be focusing on is called the Minion Machine. Now I'm putting this goal right here because even though it is 100 unique tears, it shouldn't actually be accomplished in one go, because it also has ties to other goals and other methods I do recommend to use. So I'm just going to say that I will be putting MN in the description below in the timestamps where this would apply. And I'm also going to be recommending to do forging minions if you do have H3 enabled, is a potion effect. And once you unlock Dwarven mines, it's going to be easier to mine ores there. So if you want to focus on mining minions for this goal, Now the next goal I'm going to be focusing on is called Sand Collector. It requires you to reach 60,000 sand collection. Now the easiest way to actually do this is if you were to get a golden shovel with efficiency 2 on it. So I already have a golden shovel right here. And you would want to actually farm wheat right here in the hub until you are farming level 5. The reason being because you would actually want to warp your way towards the desert right here and take the shovel, and you can just insta break sand right here to get your 60,000 sand collection. Now focusing on the next goal, which is called Trouble is Brewing, it requires you to brew any level 4 or higher tier potion. Now the potion we're actually going to be focusing on is going to be a speed potion. So right here, if you were to head over to your recipe book, head over to alchemy, and right here, for speed, it requires a glowstone dust, and it requires enchanted sugar. So the way to get the enchanted sugar, you would want to make your way towards this oasis right here, and just break enough sugarcane until you get the unlocked recipe. And to get the glowstone dust, you would actually want to make your way towards the hub, and make your way towards your builder NPC, which is going to be located right here. And under variety, you could actually just purchase one glowstone. As always, make sure to make your way towards the witch to get the brewing stand and the bottles right here, and head over to your home island to begin to do the brewing recipe. Now I'm going to be showing you how to unlock Dwarven mines. Dwarven mine does require mining level 12, which by doing sand collector goal you should already be way past that. Now all you just need to do is talk to Rise located in the Obsidian Sanctuary of the Deep Caverns, and he's going to require you to hand in 3 grooves of 10 enchanted material. Now there is a bug where if you just switch lobbies, you could just hand in the same enchanted material to Rise, and the enchanted material that I do recommend to either do is either lapis or redstone. The reason being because if you just break one ore, you get multiple drops of that material. And the other one that I'm going to be saying you could also focus on is going to be coal. The reason being because you would actually don't need to actually just mine all the way to get the enchanted material. You just need to unlock the recipe for enchanted coal. Once you unlock the recipe, we're going to actually go towards this here and utilize this trade menu. So if you can actually just insta break oak wood, you could trade that oak wood unlimited amount of times to get your 30 enchanted coal. And you could just do that and go back towards Rise. And as always, if you are handing in the same enchanted material, you just need to switch lobbies and come back to Rise. It will still count your progress. Now the first goal we're going to be doing once we have Dwarven Mines unlocked is going to be called Commission Master. And to get commissions that you would want to do, you want to make your way towards this king. So just follow me right here. Now once you actually make your way towards the king, he will tell you which commissions you would want to do. So commonly it's going to be either to slay goblins, to slay ice walkers, or you're going to be having to participate in an event, or mine something such as ores or titanium. Now there isn't really that much tip that I could do right here, but the only tip that I can provide for you is if you do have a titanium goal, what you could do is wherever that is located, you could just ask chat to where if there's any titanium available in the area you are looking for, or if you have something a titanium goal. For example, if I had one in Cliffside, as I can see, there's no titanium on Cliffside. I'm just going to be switching lobbies, and I'm going to go head back towards the Dwarven Mines. And right here, I'm going to hope that there's titanium to accomplish the goal. And if there is, oh look at that, titanium right there. but that's in Ramparts. So let's hope that there's titanium. Still no. So you just basically would want to repeat that process instead of just manually doing it, as it will just make it be easier. Now moving on towards the next two goals I'm going to be having you focus on, which is going to be Hard Worker and Goblin's Treasure. Now this does come with a catch, because to focus on these two goals, the minion that I do recommend to get to tier 11 is going to be Cobble. Now the reason being because once you do have a pickaxe and you can just insta-break cobblestone with a certain mining speed, you just want to make your way towards this palace bridge right here. So right here is where the palace bridge would be, and you would just want to get out your pickaxe and you could just insta-mine the cobblestone. Now once you are actually just working your way towards to get that cobblestone minion, just breaking the cobble, you do have a chance to have a golden goblin spawn. So as you can see, just breaking the cobble, I had one spawn right here, and I just would need to just kill it. What is he doing? And as you can see, just by doing the cobblestone for the recommended minion, you can also do the community goal for the golden goblins. Now the next goal I'm going to have you focusing on is called the Meiser. It requires you to store 250,000 coins in your bank. Now this is going to be relatively easy just by focusing on relics or just simply by farming, as it's going to be very easy money making methods right there. Other methods I could recommend is actually, if you were doing sand collector, you can just sell sand like that, as you can just insta break the sand with the efficiency 2 golden shovel. And you just want to make sure you have 250,000 coins in your bank. Now I'm going to be showcasing you the set you would want to obtain as well as the weapon. You would need to have the requirements of combat level 12 to have access towards the end island, as well as 200,000 coins, which is why I recommended to do the Meiser goal. Now you would want to make your way towards this NPC called the Weaponsmith, and you would want to buy the end sword. You would want to enchant this end sword to the highest possible damage you could obtain, so such by doing Ender Slayer and Sharpness should be fine, as well as other enchants such as First Strike and much more. Now once you have obtained combat level 12, or if you haven't, you could actually easily get combat level 12 just by going towards the Dwarven mines, and you would want to make sure you have a pickaxe, and you would want to follow where I'm going to be going right here. Now right here with a pickaxe, you would want to just try to kill these ice walkers, and if no one else is trying to kill them. The reason being because they actually do give a great amount of combat XP, and you could easily get combat level 12 to have access to the end. Now once you have access to the end by getting combat level 12, a lone adventurer NPC would spawn right here. Talking to this NPC, he will give you a quest to kill 5 Endermen. So what you want to do that is use your end sword and just to kill the 5 Endermen. And make sure you don't have aggro once you accomplish that quest, and talk to this NPC again. Now this is where you would want to pull out the 200,000 coins, as he will give you the option to buy this Void Sword. Now once you obtain this Void Sword, it's going to be very much easier to kill Endermen, and this is where you would want to get the sets. Now the set would just basically be the Ender boots and the Ender leggings, the chestplate and the helmet, and this will give you actually just a bonus. So for example, if I just put on the Ender boots, as you can see, I get a bonus of 20 strength, and this is where the set you would want to obtain as well as the sword. Now the next goal we're going to be focusing is called Essence of Dragons, which requires you to collect Dragon Essence. Now if you have the obtained weapon and the obtained armor set, any duplicate pieces, this is where you could get Dragon Essence. You would just want to make your way down towards here. I recommend to just take the stairs to not get that much fall damage. and you would want to stick here, go here, and go towards this dragonic altar. With the duplicate armor sets pieces that you have, make sure it's in your hand, and this is where you can get dragon essence. As you can see, per piece is going to be 3 dragon essence, and that's how you would want to get the accomplished community goal. Now the next thing you're going to be wanting to unlock is going to be crystal hollows. It requires tier 3 Harden the Mountain. Now to get tier 3 Harden the Mountain, this can easily be done by doing 4 daily Dwarven commissions, as you do get bonus Harden the Mountain XP for your first 4 daily commissions. And once you have doing these 4 daily commissions per day, on the 3rd day of bingo, you should be able to get Harden the Mountain tier 3 to unlock crystal hollows. Now once you do have crystal hollows unlocked, we're going to be focusing on the gold called Amber Crystal. Now to get Amber Crystal, you would actually need to obtain 3 Goblin eggs of the same type, and this is actually going to be hand in hand with the Exterminator goal, because to get Goblin eggs, you could actually kill the goblins. So goblins, they are actually focused in on Dwarven mines in an area. You would just want to make your way towards the area that I'm going to be going. Now right here is where goblins do spawn, and once you kill these, they have a chance to drop goblin eggs. And where I'm going to be actually wanting you to go towards to have plenty of goblins spawn is going to be right here. Not this fireplace, but you would actually want to go right here where a lot of goblins just spawn. And you just want to repeatedly kill these until you can get 3 goblin eggs. Now once you have entered the crystal hollows, you would actually want to make sure you are in the goblin hideout area of the crystal hollows, as this is where the goblin king and goblin queen would spawn. And you would just want to ask chat to where the king and queen is. And once you have both locations of the king and queen, I will have that located for you. Now I located both the king and queen, so once you have both locations, just talk to this king yoker, and he will give you a option to feed him goblin eggs. So as you can see right here, I got that, and he's gonna give me a potion effect where I could just steal the amber crystal. And make sure you don't actually go into water, as this will ruin the potion effect, and you would need to get the stench again. So just be careful about that. And let me just make my way towards this queen right here. And the queen is right here. And this is where the emerald crystal is. Now moving on towards the next goal, which is going to be called Gold Ingot Collector. It requires you to reach 60,000 gold ingot collection. Now I do recommend to actually get the crystal hollows and find yourself the mines of Divion, as a lot of gold ingots, gold blocks will just spawn here. And once you are just breaking that, you're going to be getting a lot of gold ingots just by breaking per block, which is going to be much easier. Now moving on towards the next goal, which is going to be called Bedazzled. It requires you to obtain 12 unique accessories. Now I actually do already have a video showcasing you more than the 12 unique accessories you would need, so I'll just leave that in below in the description. But the only difference for that video, as it is old, is it doesn't showcase you the archaeological compass. So the archaeological compass is coming towards the spider den, locating this NPC on this quartz right here. And once you talk to him, he will give you the archaeological compass. Now moving on towards the next goal, which is going to be called Ferocious, and we're going to be accomplishing Dirty Reforger as well. So you would need about 115,000 coins to accomplish these 2 goals. So make your way towards this Smithmonger NPC right here and purchase this dirt bottle. Once you have purchased this dirt bottle, you would actually make your way towards the dungeon hub. So let me make my way towards that. And now you would want to actually talk to Malik right here. And you would want to click this Reforge Anvil. Once you click that Reforge Anvil, once you combine these items, as you can see, you're going to get the Ferocity, as well as accomplish the goal of applying the Dirty Reforge. Now moving on towards the next goals I'm going to be having you focusing on is going to be Spider Eye Collector, Warrior, and Exterminator. Now if you actually don't have any of those 3 goals already completed, this is where you're actually going to have it done. So for Spider Eye Collector, right here, you would actually make your way towards the spider's den. And right here is where you would actually just want to kill these spiders. You would want to come in this den right here because a massive amount of spiders will spawn. Just try not to die. And you could just easily accomplish the 3 goals that I did recommend to do here. And just like that, you could also knock out some unique minions just by crafting cave spider minions, or as well as just regular spider minions, just by using string and the spider eyes. Now moving on towards collecting Natto, which requires you to obtain Bestiary Milestone 3. Now, because of the other goals in Bingo that I had you lead up to it, this should actually be accomplished already, or if not, you should be close. Now, to find out how close you are if you didn't have it accomplished, you would want to make your way towards your skills right here, Combat, and Bestiary right here, and hover over here. And you can see how progress you are. So to get Bestiary Milestone 3, you would actually need 30 tiers of whatever mob you do choose. Now I recommend to focus on mobs that you didn't really kill all that much. For example, if I never focused on Lapis minions, to get 3 tiers of Lapis minions, I would need to get 100 kills. And that will just get me 3. The same would go for the Miner Skeletons, the same would go for the Redstone Pigmen. If I just kill 100 of those mobs, I would basically be getting 3 tiers. So just by including, for example, the Lapis Zombies, Miner Skeleton, Miner Zombies, the Pigmen, I guess I will also include the Goblins. So just by including all 5 of those, I would guess I would be about halfway there to Bestiary Milestone 3. Now moving on towards the next goal, which is called High Score. It requires you to obtain 230 or higher on floor 1 of the Catacombs. Now, you should actually be combat level 15 already just by focusing on the other goals before, which requires you to unlock dungeons. And you would just want to do the entrance floor. Once you have accomplished the entrance floor, just using floor 1 and just Party Finder would just be fine right here, as it will just be easier. I believe you just need to complete all the rooms and you don't really need to do that many secrets to get the 230 score or higher, and make sure you just have it accomplished. Now moving on towards the next goal, which is going to be called Pet Hoarder. It requires you to get 12 unique pets. Now I will be naming off the pets in separate categories, which would be simple pets, craftable pets, and other. Now to start off this bingo, you would actually want your first pet to be the common bingo pet. Everyone actually automatically gets it. Now the next pet that you would want to obtain, you would actually want to come towards Diana and purchase a griffin pet. Make sure you do this during the first days of bingo, as during the final days, Diana may not be elected as the mayor. Moving towards the next pet, which is going to be the bee pet. It's going to be located at Bia, right here. This is where you're going to be your 3rd pet. Now for your 4th pet, you would actually want to make your way towards your spider's den. And you would want to actually go towards that house right here. Now once you have talked to this Grandma Wolf, she will actually give you a Grandma Wolf pet. Now moving on towards the next pet, which is going to be the rock pet. You would actually just want to mine 2,500 ores, and that's when you would receive the common variant. Now moving on towards the next set of pets I'm going to be recommending. It's going to be called craftable pets. Now craftable pets do require you to have an enchanted egg. Now to do this, you would actually want to have chicken minions placed down. So make your way towards the barn and get enough for chicken minions to have. And to actually craft a enchanted egg, you would actually need eggs to craft it. Now to get eggs to craft this, you could actually just place down a chicken minion and make sure the chickens are out of reach, and just wait until they are laying the eggs. Once you actually have accomplished 5 eggs, make your way back towards this raw chicken. And right here, this is where you could actually craft a chicken head, where you can lay an egg for 20 seconds, every 20 seconds. Now the first craftable pet you would actually want to do is the Jerry pet. So right here, to get a Jerry pet, you would actually want to get 8 of these moved Jerry eggs. Once you have 8 of these, use that enchanted egg to craft the Jerry pet. Moving on towards the next craftable pet is going to be a pig pet. Make your way toward your skyblock menu, farming, and under pork chop. And on tier 3 of the pork chop collection, this is where you could craft a pig pet. Now make your way towards the desert settlement, and you would actually want to kill rabbits. Go to towards your skyblock menu, your collections, farming, and under raw rabbits. Tier 2, this is where you could actually craft a rabbit pet. Now making your way towards the Dwarven mines and on the palace bridge, you would just want to just insta-break the cobblestone. The reason being because if you make your way towards your skyblock menu, your collections, your mining collection, cobblestone, and under cobblestone 6, this is where you could actually craft a silverfish pet. Now if you make your way towards the end, the next pet we're actually going to be focusing on is going to be called the Endermite. Let's go towards our mining collection, and under Endstone, for Endstone 7, this is where you will want to get the materials for the Endermite collection. Now to simply get the enchanted Endstone, you would actually don't need to mine, but you could actually simply just find end nodes. Now just breaking an Endstone right here, they spawn Endermites. Now once I do kill these Endermites, as you can see, they're actually giving me enchanted Endstone, which I can use to craft the Endermite. Now as you can see, I have located an end node right here. Once I actually mined that, I actually got a enchanted Endstone. This is actually where you could use that to get your collection up. Now moving on towards the next set of pets, which is going to be classified as other. Now one that you're going to be focusing on is if you were to kill Endermen, they do actually have a chance to spawn Enderman pets. So if we make our way towards your bestiary right here, and under Enderman right here, as you can see, they have a chance to drop Enderman pets. Now the next pet that I'm going to recommend is to you to actually get the Armadillo pet. The way to actually get the Armadillo pet, you would actually want to venture towards the Crystal Hollows and see if you can find a chest. Once you find a chest, they do have the option to give you a prehistoric egg. If you don't have the prehistoric egg in the chest, the actually easiest way to actually get this done is make sure you join the Discord that I did link down below. Head over to reaction roles and click this Crystal Hollow chest ping. Once you have done that, and you also have Crystal Hollows unlocked, you would want to head over to this Roboparts and Crystal Hollow chest, and this is where you get pinged of when a person would find a armadillo. Once they find a armadillo, they would be something like to have them party you or join their party, or you could also go in towards here and just say your name right here. And make sure it is also a recent message and they are still in the lobby, just to have it be easier for you. Now the next pet that you could possibly obtain is going to be the common dolphin variant. It requires you to get 250 sea creature kills. So this could actually be accomplished with Poseidon. So just by fishing, make sure you get 250 sea creatures, and you would get the common dolphin variant. Now moving on towards the next pet you could possibly obtain, you would want to follow to where I'm going to be going to the location. And right here, once you actually found this location, a person will have probably arachne spawn. And once they do spawn, this is actually where you could possibly get a tarantula pet. Now, other ways you could actually get the tarantula pet is if you were to just kill any spider. So actually just doing the spider eye collector, you would have it obtained there, but it is very low chances just killing regular spiders. Now moving on towards the next set of pets that I'm going to recommend, which is going to be Oringo pets. The Oringo pets are going to be when the traveling zoo appears. So the first one will actually take place, I believe, on the second day of bingo. It's going to be around 2 a.m. EST. And then another one that will be done during bingo is going to be 4 days from now as a recording. The other one will be 6 days from now, and that's going to be the last traveling zoo for bingo. Now, if you do have any other pets that I didn't include in this guide, I recommend to just comment down below. This is the pets that I do think that's going to be the easiest ones to obtain. Now moving on towards the final goal of this bingo, you should actually have obtained skill average by now. But if you didn't, you could actually focus on the skill of the lowest level. So a reminder, it is a non-cosmetic skill average of 10, so that doesn't include any social XP or rune crafting one or carpentry. Now that will conclude this bingo. I do appreciate any feedback in the comments on especially the format that I did, as well as including the extra things such as the armor set and recommended weapon. Now, if you do want to see anything more added to the future of these guides, tell me in the comments down below, and I will try to include that. And thank you very much, and good luck in the July 2023 bingo.